In this video, I'll be going over the Accessibility Guideline for Microsoft PowerPoint documents. This guideline will provide best practices on increasing accessibility and can also serve as a checklist to assist you when creating PowerPoint documents. To start, it's best to use a simple theme with as little use of color as possible. Otherwise, it can be distracting and even difficult to understand for those with learning disabilities, as well as those who have any visual impairments, such as color blindness. Ensure that color is not the only means of conveying information, as screen readers cannot automatically detect color of the text. Also, users who are colorblind will not be able to perceive the information. Ensure that there is sufficient color contrast between foreground text and background. Some users, especially those who have any visual impairments, will have a difficult time perceiving the information. You can use this color contrast checker created by WebAIM to ensure that there is sufficient color contrast in your documents. Avoid using complex animations or transitions, as they can distract from the content on the slides, and screen readers may not be able to read them properly. Make sure to use an accessible font or a font that is readable and legible. Example of some accessible fonts are Arial, Times New Roman, Verdana, and Calibri. Make sure to use a big enough font size if your PowerPoint will be viewed on a projector. The minimum font size for slides should be about 24 points, and headers and subheaders can be larger at around 40 to 60 points. Provide full or expanded forms of words instead of using acronyms or abbreviations. Generally, screen readers don't recognize certain abbreviations and acronyms and won't read their expanded forms. Avoid too much text on each slide, as it can be information overload, and it can decrease the font size of the text. If you need to add the excess text, simply add it to a new slide. Ensure that each slide has a unique title. If slides have the same title, it can be confusing for screen reader users to figure out which slide they are on. Provide descriptive links for hyperlinks. When navigating a document, screen readers are able to skip from link to link without reading any of the surrounding text. If a clickable link only says "click here," screen reader users won't know where that link is going to. Also, URLs that were copy and pasted are too long and confusing for screen reader users to read. If your document has images or charts, make sure to provide alternate text to describe them, as screen readers will read the description. If you are presenting data using tables, make sure to create them as simple as possible. It's best to avoid complex tables, but if they are needed, either divide them into multiple tables or provide alternate text. Using the built-in accessibility checker is a helpful tool in creating an accessible document. It will check for accessibility issues and will show you a list of any errors, warnings, and tips and recommendations on how to fix the issues.